Today we're continuing with the law of cosines paper. Right now we're going to take this side, and this side, and we're going to find the area of a triangle just based off of these. So right now I'm going to draw a triangle, make two sides that are relatively close to each other. I'll just do it like that. Okay? So I'm going to call this side 7, call this side 8, call this side 3. So A equals 8, B equals 7, C equals 3. So I'm going to label this capital C, label this capital A, label this capital B. Now typically when you're trying to find the area of a triangle, what you need is you need to find 1/2 the base times the height. In this particular case, the height would be from here going straight down. You would need to know the distance from here to here, which we don't have. But we do have the base. You could say, technically, you could say this distance right here would be the base, the distance from C to B. But we're not going to use this formula. We're going to use Heron's formula. And here's the formula that you need. So we're going to say the area of a triangle can also equal the square root of S times S minus A times S minus B times S minus C. Now, that's all well and good, but we don't know what S means. So I'm going to write S is equal to this concept of this value called the semi-perimeter. Okay? So we have the semi-perimeter, which basically means half of your perimeter. So the perimeter of the triangle is A plus B plus C, but we have to take half of that. So we're going to take A plus B plus C, and we're going to take half of it to find our value for S. All right? So A is equal to 8. B is equal to 7, which gets us 15. C is equal to 3, which gets us 2 and 18. And move over here. So what is 18 divided by 2 equal to? That's going to give us a 9. So that's what our S value is. So now that we have our semi-perimeter, we have everything that we need to be able to find the area of this triangle. So we're going to rewrite it. We're going to put 9 times 9 minus 8. 9 minus our B value, which is 7. And 9 minus our C value, which is 3. So all we're doing right now is using this formula and plugging in these numbers, and what's that going to give us? That's going to give us the area of our triangle. 9 minus 8 is 1. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 minus 3 is 6. So all we have to do is multiply all these together, and you get 12 times 9, which I believe is 108, which will give us an approximate value for our area. So we're going to go with the square root of 108, which is 10.4. Now what does that mean? That means our area is approximately 10.4 units squared. Now, this formula allows you to be able to find the area as long as you have what? As long as you have all 3 sides of your triangle, you can find the area. Now, the long way would be having to try to figure out a way to be able to find this height right here. That would be the long way, which you could, all right, but it would just take a little bit longer by using the law of cosines and using the law of sines to be able to find this height right here. Okay? So if we wanted to do it the long way, I'm going to keep going, and you can pause the video or shut me down. I don't care. That's easy. So right now, what I would need, I'm going to find this angle right here. So if you want to find the measure of this angle, we are going to put C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of C. And I would write 3 squared equals 8 squared plus 7 squared minus 2 times 8 times 7 times the cosine of whatever angle C is. All right? So right now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this information and I'm going to put a 9 right here. We have 64 plus 49. That takes us 113. Minus 56 times 2 equals 112 times the cosine of C. And please don't subtract those. What we need to do is we need to take away 113 from both sides. Right on the rim. Alright, so we have 9 9 minus 113 gives us negative 104. Equals negative 112 times the cosine of C. Divide both sides by negative 112. And you get the cosine of C equals whatever 104 divided by 112 is. But in order to find C, this is something you need to understand. You have to apply what's called the inverse of cosine to both sides. So C will equal the inverse of cosine of this. (21.8 degrees). (21.8 degrees). Now, why do I need that? I need to find this angle right here, which is 21.8 degrees. So I'm going to draw another right triangle. And this side is a 7. This angle is 21.8 degrees, and that will allow me to find my height if I just use regular trigonometry now. So this side is my opposite side. This side right here is my hypotenuse. So what's the opposite over the hypotenuse? You should know that's sine. So we say the sine 21.8 degrees equals h over 7. And this should give me my height. When I cross multiply, I get 7 times the sine 21.8. And that will give me my approximate height if I wanted to use the old formula of base times height divided by 2. So I'm going to go ahead and find that right now. 7 sine 21 point. Actually, that's 21 point. I'm going to figure that out. 7 sine. I'm going to grab that whole thing. Press enter. My height is 2.598. Okay. I'm going to leave it right here. So right now, I'm going to do 1/2 my base, which is an 8, times all of this right here. So if I multiply those together, you're wondering what I'm doing? Here's my base, an 8. There's my height, using a long concept of the law of cosines and regular trigonometry. So now I'm going to go back over here and take 1/2 the base, which is 8, times my height, which is this. Press enter. And what did I get? I got 10.39, which is still what? 2.4 units squared. So my suggestion, don't do all of that work. Use this formula right here, it will save you a lot of time and energy. But since I'm the only person that will ever see this, you'll have to do that.